News Hour Special Edition.
Welcome back. Here with us on Times Now, 3 times Grammy winner and music composer Rickey Kej has once again received international nomination for his latest album Break of Dawn in the upcoming Grammy Award. Rickey Kej, who has won Grammy Award thrice, continues to break new ground in music. And joining us live this evening is Rickey Kej. Congratulations for being nominated for yet another Grammy, this time for your album Break of Dawn. Tell us a little bit more about the album and the work that went into it.
So, Break of Dawn is an album which I'm really proud of. It's a piece of me. I've always been an environmentalist my entire life, and most of my music has been about nature and various causes associated with nature. But then there is this very ancient Indian, that is Hindu and Buddhist phrase, which says that that the impurities and the imbalances of the environment is a direct correlation with the imbalances of the mind. So in order to purify the environment, we have to first purify the mind. So I thought about this for a very long time, and that is when I decided to make an album which is about mental wellness, alleviating stress, calming the mind, and creating a more healthier society. So I used Indian-rooted wellness music to actually create this album. So I took 9 Indian rags and I created 9 songs based on those Indian rags, and that is what became Break of Dawn.
Very interesting. Can you tell us a little bit more about Break of Dawn? What does it really symbolize and what do you want the audience to take from it?
I guess the Break of Dawn, the phrase itself, it symbolizes, a new start. It symbolizes hope. It symbolizes, passion, starting a new journey, alleviating stress, starting the mind afresh. So I guess that is what Break of Dawn is, and that is what the album is about.
You know, your music is always infused with a larger universal meaning. Tell us about what you sought to convey to the rest of the world with Break of Dawn.
So with Break of Dawn, as I mentioned earlier, it's all about purifying the mind in order to purify our society and purify the environment. So with Break of Dawn, what I decided to do is that I decided to use a lot of science while creating this album. In fact, the album Break of Dawn has been given a beautiful citation by Stanford University, that is Stanford Global Health, where they mentioned in their citation that they in fact congratulated me on creating this piece of music, this album, for addressing the global burden of mental health. And also, I'm going to be collaborating a lot with Stanford and with various universities and institutions all over the world to create enough evidence to put this music into clinical trials, to ensure that, that we have enough evidence so that doctors can start prescribing this music to their patients to relieve stress, just like how they would prescribe physiotherapy or medicines and things like that. So because music is a very powerful medium for relieving stress, for meditation, for calming the mind, for addressing mental health, and that's what I want to prove through Break of Dawn.
That's quite an interesting thought. And in fact, your music is a combination of so many influences. Tell us about the inspiration behind this latest collection.
So yes, my music has got a lot of influences from around the world. In fact, I've recorded with musicians in pretty much every corner of the world, whether it is various countries in Northern Africa, Southern Africa, Southeast Asia, Northern Asia, USA, Latin America, Europe. I love working with various traditional instrumentalists from all over the world. In fact, I did an album sometime back called Shanti Samsara, which had 500 musicians from 40 countries. This album has been very deeply rooted within Indian traditional music, that is Indian Carnatic and Hindustani classical music. We worked with some amazing musicians like flute players like Ravi Chandra Kulur, Wari Jashri, Ron Cobb, Purbayan, Manoj George, Siddhartha Bellamanu, Shraddha Ganesh, some amazing musicians, Indian musicians, because the whole album is deeply rooted within Indian-rooted wellness music, and that is what the album is all about. It's all about since it's based on rags. That's why the album itself is very, very Indian in its essence, but very international in its appeal.
Thank you very much for speaking with us here on Times Now, and we wish you good luck with the latest nomination.
Thank you so much. Very kind of you. Thank you. Bye-bye.